balcony people also step out in faith. Now, if we try to look at everybody in the Bible who meets this category, the list is so long we'd be here all day and probably several days. But let's just look at a few. Moses, Abraham, David, Daniel, Esther, Rahab, Ruth, and many, many, many more. And we see throughout Scripture that God rewards the faith of balcony people because they are truly ones who are after His own heart. Not only are they a blessing to their own friends and family, but their influence lasts for generations to come. And we, as educators, have a daily opportunity to do just that. Influence future generations for Christ just by the way we treat our students every day in the Learning Center. Isn't that exciting? What an opportunity we have. Now, as you look back, who were the balcony people that God placed in your life to encourage you as you grew up? Was it a special teacher, a parent, a friend, a sibling, or maybe even your pastor or your pastor's wife? Ask yourself these questions. Who was the person early in your life who recognized the first sparks of originality in your mind and soul and saw that what no one else saw in you, they started seeing those gifts? Well, for me, definitely my mother. My mother was just a sweet, sweet woman, and she had her hands full with me growing up, but she always believed that I could succeed, and she always told me so. She always pointed out the gifts that I had and encouraged me to use them. And then there was my grandmother, my mother's mother, who was just lovely. I used to love to go to their home and just spend time with her because she was such a sweet, lovely person. When I got into school, I would say probably my best balcony person in school was Mrs. Gardner. She was my music teacher. And again, in high school, I was a handful, and she really, really loved me, and I knew she did. And she always encouraged me that I had a gift and that I should use it. And she was just wonderful. Now, with my mom, after I got saved, I didn't get saved until I was 23, and my mom didn't get saved until she was in her 60s. Actually, she got saved after I did, which was amazing. That's another story. But after my mom got saved, she said to me on several occasions that she finally realized why she was on this earth, that she was here to have me because God wanted to use me in the ministry to love children. I can't even tell you what it meant to me when my mother said that to me, because I knew that she had gone through some really rough times with me and that God was really using her now in my life. Second question, who, by his or her words, helped you to respect and to believe in your own value as a person, to believe that God really could use you for His glory? Now, growing up, I had a couple balcony people in my life, adults, who were criticizing me all the time and telling me that I was worthless. And it really did affect me. It was really hard for me when they did that. But I have to say that the one person that brought me through all of that would have to be my husband, because he has just believed in me from the first day that we met. And he actually is the one who led me to the Lord. He cared enough about me as a friend to lead me to Christ, and that changed my life completely. And I have to confess, when we got married and then went right into the ministry as a brand new baby Christian, I was really nervous. I was a little scared. But my husband kept encouraging me that I was going to do fine, that God was going to use me, and everything was going to be good. And knowing that he believed in me helped me to accept what God was calling me to do and really encouraged me to do it with all my heart. Who's the affirmer in your life today? Who, by small encouragements, has changed and lifted your opinion of yourself? Well, I hope you all have really good friends that do that for you. I do. I have wonderful friends that encourage me all the time. I have to say that one of my best buddies, Susan, has always been there to encourage me. Whenever I'm down or whenever I'm saying I'm not sure of myself, she's always right there, quoting scripture to me and telling me that God is going to make it fine. And I believe her because I know her heart. She's speaking God's words to me. Then who is that special person who still catches quick glimpses of the embers of potential that are still unused in your life and tells you what they see? Well, I have another dear, dear friend named Jill. And when I need encouragement, when I need a balcony person, when I need somebody to tell me that things are going to be okay and that I can do what God is calling me to do, she's always there for me. She's there to pray with me. She's there to encourage me. And frankly, I love to go visit with her because I know I'm going to come out uplifted. And then who is the one who encourages you to stretch your dream beyond your self-imposed limits and capabilities? I had a professor in college who did this for me. His name was Mr. Wooten, and he was my academic advisor. And after my sophomore year in college, I was really down. I just emotionally was struggling. I still wasn't saved. And I went to Mr. Wooten, and I just sat down in the chair and started to cry and told him, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to quit. I can go back home. There's a women's college there. I can finish my degree there. I'm just struggling. I'm struggling emotionally. And Mr. Wooten sat there, and he just talked to me. And he said, you can do this. I know you can. He says, you're a good student. You have what it takes to finish. And you'll be sorry if you don't finish what you started. And I went back to my room and I thought about what he said. And I thought, he's right. I will be sorry if I don't finish what I started. And I stayed. And I'm really glad I did because God worked in my life through that. One affirmer is worth 1,000 evaluators. A balcony person can actually plant dream seeds in our lives. And that's what we as educators need to do. For every child that we come in contact with every day, we need to look at that child, ask God, what is the calling on their life? What is the gifting you have given them? And then start planting little dream seeds in their life. I can see this in your life. I know that you're really good at this. Maybe God is going to call you to do this. We need to do that every single day with our children, our own and the ones that we have in the Learning Center every day. The seemingly little things that encouragers do on a daily basis have a much more serious impact than a person is likely to realize. Even if you don't feel like you have the gift of encouragement. We know that's a biblical gift, but we can all be kind. You can speak kindness into people's lives. The lives of your students, their parents, your fellow staff members. Just being kind to people in this rough world can be an encouragement to them.